What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, guys, let's get into this really quickly. I want to say happy Saturday to all the boxing fans out there. We're talking about Canelo Alvarez. Now, you guys know he has this next fight coming up, Cinco de Mayo weekend, May 8th. He'll be facing off against the WBO super middleweight champion, Billy Joe Saunders, in another unification match. Now, I think this will actually be Canelo's third championship fight at 168. You guys know his first fight was with WBA regular Rocky Fielding. He captured that easy work. Back in December, he just defeated the WBA super champion Callum Smith. He also picked up that WBC title, that vacant title that was left vacant by David Benavidez because he lost it on the scale. He just had his fight with his mandatory with Avni Yildirim, which he took a lot of heat for facing Yildirim. That was a terrible fight in my opinion. Canelo got a lot of criticism for facing Yildirim, and he'll be facing off against Billy Joe Saunders, of course, May 8th. Now, I got the article pulled up here. They're saying that the fight is possibly, they're looking at AT&T Stadium in Texas. I was hoping it was going to be Miami, but, the talks were Vegas or Texas. And if it's going to be at the AT&T Stadium in Texas, I don't really have a problem with that. I was just down there with watching the Errol versus Danny Garcia fight. They're great people in Texas. I had a good time. So if it's there, I don't have a problem with that at all. I just want to shout out all those people in Texas. Now, like I said, I got the article pulled up here. I want to read some of this to you guys, go over a few things, give you guys my opinion on the article itself. Now, it says Eddie Hearn says he's working on staging the fight between Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hearn believes that a crowd of 70,000 would be possible. Canelo fought in front of 50,000 fans at AT&T Stadium for his fight against Liam Smith back in 2016, and that was before the Mexican star was still coming up. He said those boxing fans would be coming just to see Canelo because Saunders isn't well known in the U.S. and is not a great fight that the public is demanding. WBO super middleweight champion Saunders is from the UK and he's not a huge talent. Okay, so in the UK, I'm sure he's a huge talent. He's not that well known in the U.S. Outside of pure boxing fans. Not being casual boxing fans, of course. As for Canelo, as for the fans just coming to see Canelo, I could see that in Texas. He has a huge fan base in Texas, so if it's a unification match and Canelo Alvarez, of course, is headlining, I think they can get a lot of people at the fight to see Canelo Alvarez. All right, so let's see what else they had to say in the article. It says here, Billy Joe Saunders is going to have to raise his game to beat Canelo. We're having meetings about the venue. Of course, he said it'll be in Vegas or Dallas. Those are the two options. Okay, so we went over that. Okay, so it says here, here's something interesting. It says Billy Joe Saunders is a tremendous talent, and this is his toughest fight at 168 pounds for Canelo Alvarez. No disrespect to Caleb Plant, but Billy has the style and the tools to be as dangerous against Canelo Alvarez as anyone at 168. The boxing public doesn't view Saunders as the toughest fight for Canelo at 168. Okay, so he says Billy Joe Saunders is a tremendous talent. I think he is as well. He has the styles and the tools to be as dangerous against Canelo as anyone at 168. I agree with that. Billy Joe Saunders has one of those type of styles that Canelo has problems with. slick, on your toes, working behind your jab. Not a guy that's just going to stand there in front of you and trade shots with you. Caleb Plant as well. I think Caleb Plant may be a little bit more disciplined than Billy Joe Saunders, but this is a huge opportunity for Billy Joe Saunders. So I'm assuming that he's going to come in on his A game. From what I heard, he says he's not coming to lay down. He's coming to win this fight. So you have to take him at his word. I did hear he was sick. I'm not sure what's going on with that, so I'm going to have to look in to that. Now, as for let's see, he says, okay, so as for Saunders being Canelo's toughest opponent at 168, honestly, I think his toughest opponent at 168, if he chooses to face him, would be David Benavidez, in my opinion. I think Saunders will be his toughest fight up to date at 168, but the toughest fight for me at 168 is him and David Benavidez. Now, whether or not he faces David Benavidez down the line, we're going to have to see. But I'm in the camp that thinks he has to face David Benavidez eventually if he stays at 168. I think Charlo has to face David Benavidez. Charlo said a lot of stuff about David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been pressuring Charlo, so we're going to see if Charlo is going to walk the walk. Canelo, he has to do the same if he wants to be viewed as great. He has to do great things. I know people put a lot of pressure on Canelo Alvarez, but here's the thing: when you're viewed as the face of boxing, you have to keep proving it over and over again because that's what champions are expected to do. So, as for now, Saunders would be his toughest opponent at 168. But I think David Benavidez would be his toughest opponent, like I said, if he chooses to face off against him, which I think he needs to do to get that respect in the boxing community. So there you have it, guys. They're eyeballing AT&T Stadium in Texas. I'm not going to get Miami. I'm not going to be able to get my beach on. But like I said, people in Texas are great. I had a good time down there watching Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. So you guys tell me what you think. Do you give Billy Joe Saunders a shot at this? Do you think he's taking it seriously? Or do you think he's going to go in there like Yul Durham and just go in there and get a paycheck? So let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.